What's up, guys? Von Joseph here. It is time for Who News. News you won't likely care about next week, but it doesn't matter because we'll make another show for you next week. A woman's loud orgasms has her neighbors upset. Google Google launches AI dermatologist app. Logan Paul beats up on 4 of Rob Gronkowski's brothers. And a waitress has gone viral on social media after recounting how a customer recently attempted to impress his date, only to have the whole thing spectacularly backfire on him. Who knows? Let's go.
Who knew? Who knew?
This is as handsome as I get. Anyway, Von Joseph here. Time for news you won't care about next week. A waitress has gone viral on social media after recounting how a customer recently attempted to impress his date, only to have the whole thing backfire. So when in an initial dating stage, we often try and do all we can to dazzle the other person, putting our best foot forward, so to speak. That's just normal. We call that coming hard with our representative. People do it all the time. I don't have my notes. There we go. Now I know. Now I can talk all about the stuff. I was free forming there for a second. Freestyle. I'm not a freestyler. I need my notes. Anyway, so sometimes this can be taken a bit far and false impressions can be created that are bound to cause problems later down the line. As you know, always keep it real, live your truth so no one can use it against you. Anyway, this was the case for one man who recently took his date out for a lavish meal, spare no expense over here. Can we get the best bottled sparkling water you got? Anyway, he was trying to make himself look good. So the meal's over. The waitress brings the check for a whopping $300. And without batting an eye, he tips her $100. Pretty cool, right? As a waiter, former waiter, I would have thought that was pretty cool. The server was stunned, thanks him profusely for the tip. He tells her, hey, it's only fair as wait staff are vastly underappreciated, and yeah, thanks. So the pair get their coats, and then they leave, right?
Wrong.
Well, the story doesn't end there, would it? So it seems he didn't actually have the cash flow to leave the $100 tip. Why are you taking some woman some? I don't know. We won't go into that. Maybe we'll talk about that on Global Warning Podcast tomorrow night. So a few moments later, the man reappears without the date, proclaiming loudly as he walks through the door, hey, I think I left something inside. Goes back in. Then he shuts the door and he goes without the slightest shade or shame or embarrassment. Goes to the waitress and he says, hey, baby, I'm going to need you to mark that tip down to $20. I was just playing it up for my date. You know how it is, right? Then he turns and he goes, bruh, first of all, you need to be hooking up with datingformen.com. We're going to get that website back up. Datingformen, the number 4.com. We teach you how to not have these sort of things happen to you. Some things you just can't teach. But you're supposed to call the card company, you dummy, the next day and be like, hey, I got some charges I don't recognize, and I need to have that stopped. Or I lost my wallet last night. All these things happen. Side story here. Oh, man, I'm deviating from the news because it's Tuesday. This show's supposed to come out yesterday. Sorry, folks. I was in L.A. Perfect story. Perfect example. I was with my then girlfriend, future ex-wife, and we're at this club. We're clubbing. It's LA club, right? She's younger. I'm like, all right, we'll go to the club. And there's these girls dancing. They're having a good time. It's girls' night out. I enjoyed it. We're together. I'm like, hey, I want to go buy them a round of shots because they were making us laugh. So I'd say to the girl, they're at the bar. I'm like, hey, I'm over here with my girl, yada, yada. Let me get you guys a round of shots just to appreciate the entertainment. This girl was like, we got one. She's like, yeah, you see that bottle of Patron you got way up on the top shelf? No, not that top shelf, the one on top of that top shelf. Yes, give us 4 shots of that, and this dude right here is going to pay for it. So anyway, I get the bill. It was like, damn, like I thought I was paying my car note. So anyway, next day I was like, I lost my card last night, and hey, it was a long time ago. I was young. I didn't think I was going to get got like that. It wasn't me trying to flex. It was me getting played. Anyway, moving on. So the waitress was looking out for her fellow femme and rushes out to flag down the guy in the parking lot. In his car, she says, "Oh, so sorry, sir. I need you to fill out this because it's a new charge slip. This one has the amended tip of $20." And he made sure he was just like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And of course, the woman in the car heard it, and he probably didn't get any action that night. He's an idiot. Hey, that's a boomerang story. He's still an idiot. Get him out of here. Right. You should have just kept the $100 tip one. You just got it signed. It's not like he's going to be able to dispute that. An elderly couple rave about gorgeous pate before realizing they'd been eating cat food. We're not going to talk about that. It's kind of food related, but whatever. Tech giant Google launches its newest AI-powered Derma app. The app will allow users to identify various skin, hair, and nail ailments. That means you don't have to go on WebMD and you don't have to search all over to become an internet doctor anymore. So Google's making another breakthrough as it launches its newest artificial intelligence technology on dermatology assistant tool. The AI-powered app is a derma-related symptom checker where users will be able to identify various skin and hair and nail conditions. What's that bump? What's that bump? That's what it's for. Perfect. So the AI said to recognize about 288 skin-related conditions based on photos. It's basically so simple to use. Just take 3 images of the affected skin from different angles and answer questions related to one skin type, along with some other associated information, and boom. So according to Google, the AI model analyzes the information and draws from its knowledge of nearly 300 conditions to give you a list of possible matching conditions that you can then research further. This indicates that the tool is not meant to replace professional help from actual doctors yet or medical practitioners. The bold move from Google is a result of the billions of searches made on its search engine related to skin issues, as 2 billion people from around the globe suffer from can't I say dermatologic issues reportedly. Anyway, like me, I'm trying to get this scar removed off my forehead. I'm going to go get a chemical peel soon. All right, later, Goog. Bitcoin investment company Arlis Investment in Wales rips off investors in a Ponzi scheme. I want my Bitcoins back, bitch. Anyway, I shouldn't have said that.
So sorry.
NFL player Rob Gronkowski witnessed his 4 brothers get the dog meat beaten out of them on YouTube by YouTube personality turned boxer Logan Paul. As you know, Logan Paul is due to box Floyd Mayweather on June 6th, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tight end acted as a referee as 4 of his brothers boxed against Logan. So the YouTube personality invited Rob and his brothers to a training session as he prepares for his fight against Floyd. Paul completely dominated the ring and beat each of the 4 brothers during the sessions. Paul, who's been training as a boxer for months, will face Floyd on the 6th. As we said, he's considered one of the best boxers of all times. Floyd Mayweather, not Logan Paul. Rumor has it that Mayweather will fight Jake Paul after he beats Logan Paul. The former world boxing champ could easily beat up both Logan and Jake on the same night, but a spokesperson for Mayweather Promotion says he will not. Floyd, you need to be careful, bro. I'm telling you, this is what happened with Jerry Rice when he left San Francisco and went to some loser team to play because he kept wanting to play football. This is what happened to Brett Favre. He did the same thing. All these people, people forget how great you are. If you lose to one of these guys, that is the end, bro. Jake Paul, he can fight, and Mayweather is having to drop weight just to fight this guy. Or sorry, Logan Paul is way heavier than him. He's not even gonna be. Like a major weight advantage. I don't have the numbers here, but Jake, be careful. Or Floyd. Anyway, all right. Ariana Grande gets married. Who cares about Ariana Grande getting married? Here we go. So a woman is red-faced as neighbors leave a note asking her to close the window when you're having loud sex. Come on, summertime's coming. You just gonna have to have the windows open. Buy some earplugs. That's all I can say. Anyone who has ever lived in an apartment will know exactly what it's like to have neighbors that are quite literally just a few plasterboards away. They're right there, right? It's amazing how close we are to people and don't even really know them. At best, you can sometimes hear their TV if they've got it a couple levels too loud. But at worst case scenario, you can find yourself accidentally eavesdropping on some of their most intimate moments. If you thought it was awkward bumping into your neighbor the day after hearing them have a huge Barney with their husband, just imagine how awkward it was for this woman whose neighbor heard her having a good old romping session, and a loud one at that. And a woman who was quite sensibly left herself anonymous, didn't even know her neighbors could hear every little bit of her saucy rendezvous until they left her a note addressing her extremely loud orgasms. This is great. According to Yahoo Australia, the note was left pinned to the lift, or what we call the elevator, America, of the apartment block, as the neighbors weren't actually sure which place the moaning lady belonged to, which is pretty much the only saving grace in this situation. But yeah, that's crazy. That's gonna be a trend. I've seen two notes like this recently on the internet. And anyway, a hiker was shot after being mistaken as a turkey by a hunter. You guys, you're making a really bad, oh my God, boomerang stories. You're making a really bad case for people and guns if you can mistake a person for a turkey. You the turkey. Anyway, I'm done being goofy. That's it for today. Follow us if you dare on the new Instagram page, V3TV UK. If you care to help support the show, Cash App us at # V3TV UK. That's right. It's right there. It's right there, mate. And as always, follow us online at www.v3tv.uk or search V3TV wherever you get your podcast. We'll be there. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you when we catch you. I'm Von Joseph.
These ones or these ones?
Solid episode of Intervention. And I know I'm fine.
Illinois, Mr. Robert Bobby McNeely. He is going to join us tonight.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. My name is Elaine Zhang, and today I am here with Eli Seal, documentary filmmaker.
I need more. Welcome to The Only Way is Linda. Today I have a really special guest here.